What's up, everyone, and welcome to another daily episode where we're going to talk about a macOS vulnerability found by none other than Microsoft. You most likely read something about this already, but as you know, rereading or digesting information multiple times triggers more insights and makes more connections, so if you don't learn anything else from this episode, you just might learn where to focus more attention to protect yourself and others from this threat.
Oh, drat these computers. They're so naughty and so complex. I could pinch them.
So Microsoft publicly disclosed technical details for an access issue vulnerability tracked as CVE 2022-26706 that resides in the macOS App Sandbox. Microsoft uncovered a vulnerability in macOS that could allow specially crafted codes to escape the App Sandbox and run unrestricted on the system, reads the post published by Microsoft. Hey, congratulations! You're doing a great job by wanting to learn about this vulnerability in macOS. I appreciate your support by watching my episode about it. If you're new to my channel and have not already, please consider subscribing to my channel and smashing the bell to be notified when I upload new episodes where I give you the daily news, as well as insights into the newest important cybersecurity news stories like this one. My insights, you can be better prepared to protect your company, your family, and of course yourself against these and other cyber attacks. So let's hit the subscribe button together and continue learning about this story. Microsoft reported the issue to Apple through coordinated vulnerability disclosure via Microsoft Security Vulnerability Research way back in October 2021, so the issue was found a while ago. Apple addressed the CVE 2022-26706 flaw on May 16th, 2022. That's months after it being notified, and it's a couple of months ago from now, but there's still operating systems or still devices like Apple Watches and tvOSs that may not be updated as often as you might think. An access issue was addressed with additional sandbox restrictions on third-party applications. This issue is fixed in tvOS 15.5, iOS 15.5, and iPadOS 15.5, watchOS 8.6, macOS Big Sur 11.6.6, and macOS Monterey 12.4. A sandboxed process may be able to circumvent sandbox restrictions, reads the description of the issue. They say may, but Microsoft proved that it can be, so may is a little wishy-washy. An attacker can trigger the flaw using a specially crafted Office document containing malicious macro code that allows to bypass sandbox restrictions and execute commands on the actual system. The Apple App Sandbox provides protections to system resources and user data by limiting your app's access to resources requested through entitlements. Developers that want to distribute any macOS app through the Mac App Store must enable the App Sandbox capability. Microsoft researchers demonstrated that using specially crafted codes could bypass the sandbox rules. An attacker could exploit the sandbox escape vulnerability to gain elevated privileges on the affected device or execute malicious commands like installing malicious payloads. We found the vulnerability while researching potential ways to run and detect malicious macros in Microsoft Office on macOS. For backward compatibility, Microsoft Word can read or write files with the specified prefix, reads the post. Our findings revealed that it was possible to escape the sandbox by leveraging macOS's launch services to run an open stdin command on a specially crafted Python file with the same prefix. The root cause of the issue is backward compatibility, which allows Microsoft Word to read and write files with that specific prefix. The experts first created a proof-of-concept exploit to create a macro that launches a shell script with the terminal app, but it was captured by the sandbox, as it should have been, because it was automatically given the extended attribute com.apple.quarantine, which prevents the execution by the terminal. Then, the experts tried using Python scripts, but the Python app had similar issues running files having the said attribute. In one of the hacking attempts, the researchers created a proof of concept that used the stdin option for the open command on a Python file to bypass the com.apple quarantine extended attribute restriction. In this way, there was no way for Python to determine that the contents from its standard input originated from a quarantine file. So using the stdin, they were able to pass a message or pass a command to Python, and Python did not know whether or not it was quarantined or not quarantined, so it just executed it. Our POC exploit thus became simply as follows. Drop an exploit.python file with that prefix with arbitrary Python commands, then run openstdin with that Python file, -a Python, which runs the Python app with our dropped file serving as its standard input. Python happily runs our code, and since it's a child process of launch D, it isn't bound to Word's sandbox rules, continues the post. The researchers also developed a shortened version of the exploit code that can be included in a Twitter post. And that's the news! Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to share and subscribe if you have not already, and smash the bell if you have not already. And I'll see you on the next episode. Take care.
Don't forget to ride! Farewell!